Welcome to the Crimson Engine. My name is Rubidium. Today we are looking at all things sound and how we plan to capture audio on our feature, The Devil's Fortune. So finding a sound person has been difficult to say the least. We're trying to make this film on a budget and there really aren't a lot of people out there that we could find to join the crew at the rate that we had, which I totally understand. You know, sound people want to work on films a lot of the time to subsidize their music careers or something else that they're doing, and it's really hard for them to take a big pay cut to work on a feature for an entire month. So we've decided to go down a little bit of a different path. We're partnering with the manufacturer Saramonic, whose stuff I've had for a while. I really use a lot. They're going to help supply us with the gear, and through using some other technologies that are new, like 32-bit float audio, we've been able to get a really good, solid audio system that I'm happy with our on-set sound mixer that's not as dependent on really expensive gear and still gives us a really good sound. So I'll break the system down for you. Basically, the core of it is the Saramonic Songbird T3 shotgun. I've got it up here on a Saramonic boom pole. It's pointing straight at my face. It is wired, hardwired with an XLR cable straight into our Audiovice's MixPre 3 version 2, which is recording it in 32-bit float audio. 32-bit audio is a technology that records 10 decimal places of the values of the audio signal. So you can have an absolutely flat line, no sound showing up whatsoever, and boost it in post. Or you can have a totally blown out audio and just bring it down in post, as long as you're working in 32-bit. This means that the levels that the audio is recorded at are pretty much irrelevant. So that takes a big chunk of pressure off the sound mixer on set to make sure nothing peaks and nothing's too low. The reason that I'm using hardwired XLR is that is the least amount of interference and the least amount of things can go wrong. It isn't always possible to hardwire your shotgun, your main shotgun, into your recorder via XLR, which is where these guys come into play. This one connects to the back of the microphone, this connects to your sound recorder, and you're able to get a really strong signal from the shotgun to the recorder without a wire. So this could be where you have to have your a really long boom pole extension, or you have to hide the shotgun up in the rafters of the house and not have any cable showing. These guys allow you to get use the same microphone, but at a distance, up to 50, 60 feet from the recorder. We are not just recording with our T3 Songbird shotgun. We also have lav mics. This is the Saramonic DK3. Really lovely sounding microphone. That's Saramonic's new addition to the lav mic. This is connected to the UW Mic 9 UHF system from Saramonic. This gives you 2 lav transmitters to a single lav receiver. This then splits out to 2 XLRs that go in the port 1 and port 2 of your sound devices mixer, and you're able to get a second microphone in addition to the shotgun on your talent. Now, I did a little bit of research with post-production sound, and a lot of people don't like to mix together the lav and the shotgun. They prefer to use the shotgun if they can. There are a lot of places where you can't use a shotgun mic, like in a walk and talk, or if there's just too many, the space is just too small, then you rely on the sound captured by the lavalier. You have to then add extra frequencies to the lav signal to bring them up to the same kind of resonance that you get from a shotgun, a high quality shotgun like the T3. So the Sound Devices MixPre 3 has 3 channels of audio, 3 stereo channels of audio. If we need more than that, say we have one scene with 4 people talking, we'll use an additional UW Mic 9 kit and then route those into the camera directly into the C500, its 2 XLR ports. How we keep all these in sync, because obviously the sound recorder isn't connected to the camera physically, is with timecode. We're able to jam timecode from the, meaning push timecode into the C500 Mark II and into the sound devices. I'll probably use the Tentacle Sync units, but you don't need that. You can jam timecode from the sound devices MixPre 3. And that means that when you open all these files in post, they'll all sync up perfectly. You'll have the 4 channels of audio on your camera. You'll have the 3 channels of audio and the mix on your sound devices, and everything should set up nicely. To monitor the sound on set, the sound recordist will have a set of headphones. Then we'll have an additional Saramonic lav kit to send the stereo mix of the mixer to the camera and record that on tracks 3 and 4. So that means that I, as the director and the cinematographer, can hear what's being said through the labs. We can also monitor the sound, but then the editor also gets a pre-mixed version of the sound captured by the sound mixer on the track that he's editing, so he doesn't have to sync everything up before he cuts it. This sounds pretty complex, but it's actually quite straightforward. It's been the result of a lot of experimentation and lots of different versions of this video that we've tried out. We want to thank Saramonic for coming on board, giving us all this cool stuff, allowing us to experiment and design a workflow for a sub $250,000 feature like this one, where we're not having to spend $1,000 a day on a sound mixer and his gear, because new technologies and this great new stuff from Saramonic allow us to get high quality audio at a really affordable price. I will leave links to this stuff in the description. Please leave questions in the comments, and I will see you next time.